was already there. He walked in. Yeah.
OG3 and his party was already there. It was his birthday celebration. They
Yeah.
were already there. JR came in afterwards and sat down, and then Junior came in last. Junior walked past JR and he went to the OG3 section where they were having the party.
Mm. And when he told him to go over, did the Youngboy crew just went over to All Star JR and automatically started attacking him, or was there words beforehand?
They walked over to him and they started to confront him immediately.
Mm. And do you feel like All Star JR, like, if he would have like copped it, forwarded, that they would have left him alone, or do you felt like they already went over there looking to attack him?
What it is, what it do, what it be like. Welcome back to What the Hell It News, where everything we react to, we're gonna be like, what the hell it, man. We're here, we're gonna laugh, we're gonna joke, we're gonna entertain, and we're gonna keep it real. Nah, man, we're back with another video, and basically update on this whole All-Star, Junior, Ben10, situation, man, with your boy Junior and Lil Run, and yeah, man. Now, this been the subject, all week long. People been talking about this and that. There's been a lot of misinformed information, especially with Ben10. First he wasn't gonna make it. He didn't make it. Then, he was on life support. Then he was paralyzed from the neck down. Now he's supposed to be allegedly paralyzed from the waist down. Yeah, man, been a lot of misinformed information, but 10 is still alive. He been posting, he been making short-lived videos and things like that. We're gonna get into a few of them clips. We also got a clip with All-Star Junior, basically still turning Ben10, and we got a clip of an interview between Poetic Flacco and Dogface. You feel me? Dogface, they had an interview about the whole situation or whatever too as well, by him being from Detroit along with All-Star Junior, you feel me? So, he coming for the defense of, his guy from Detroit or whatever, you feel me? So we're gonna jump into these clips, man. It ain't gonna be long, but I just wanted to make this video right quick, you feel me? Basically give an update about everything what's going on. I'm not the one that try to solve cases, crack the code, none of that, man. Just bringing the content and the news, man. Appreciate y'all, man. Let's dive into it.
Oh, she a jigga bop. Tonight I'm trying to chicken bop. Chicken bop, it's up, I'm really on my top. I'm on my top, say you Jake, winning from the top. Turn it up a notch,
still early in the morning shit.
Man, you never gotta get this shit in. These niggas sound stupid. Eating good around this bitch. And
stupid duck ass. Fuck wrong with you.
My child. Let's take it back when we started from the gutter, nigga. 3PKD, them the ones that used to hustle with me. Raising me was hell, me, my sister, and my brother, nigga. Back and forth from jail, having shootout with them other niggas. Now we done came a long way, look at how that money came.
You posting everything else, nigga. Wiggle them toes.
Still early in the morning shit.
Man, you never gotta get this shit in. These niggas sound stupid. Eating good around this bitch. And
stupid duck ass. Fuck wrong with you.
You got one. Well, you gonna say shit. You about to say
I ain't talking about nothing. You ain't clear nothing up, bitch. I'm right here. Fake.
I wake up, all you hoe ass niggas tagging me, talking about, nigga, you see Ben back? You see Ben back? Well, if the bitch so back, tell him to do the Ben10. I'll double it for him. Fuck he talking about, do that bitch, Ben, nigga, this your dance. Get in your groove, nigga, if you back.
Nah, I guess, after all the trolling and things like that people was doing online, he made this story and it said, we serve two different guys, must be. My father told me my testimony already. Life support has never been up option. I've been up just on God's timing. Crazy, man. I thug every night just to go to church on the first Sunday. To the youth, make this Good Friday count. So this must have been yesterday, you feel me? And this another message he sent. He said, we done did everything under the sun together, nigga. F we ever ran from. Niggas just run they dick suckers like hoes. Anybody know how we rock? Know effing well how that ish would have ended. I was in there. And I guess he referring to the night of the altercation. You feel me? I'm guessing. So from here, man, this a clip between Poetic Flocko and Dogface. They let interview. He basically gonna break down, I guess, how this whole thing happened, how this led it to all this in the first place. You feel what I'm saying? And yeah, man, I'm gonna let y'all rock out with the video. Appreciate y'all for tuning in, man. To the next one, y'all be safe, be blessed. Hype this thing out, man. I'm out.
Let's B start.
Well, so listen. So they both share a woman in common. That woman just so happens to be the father of All Star JR's son. Um, All Star JR and his baby mama, they broke up about 5 or 6 years ago. So this is not something that's new. They broke up 5 or 6 years ago. She didn't leave him. He called it quits with her. Let's just make sure we get this on the same page with that, right?
Wow.
Um, and since people are under the misimpression that the relationship went from her breaking up with Junior, breaking up with JR, to her starting to date Junior. That's not the case. Between the breakup with All Star JR and her relationship with Junior, she's had 4 or 5 relationships in between that time. So it's not like it was a fresh emotional wound for All Star JR to see his baby mama with somebody else. She's been with other people, 5 or 6, 4 or 5 other people from the time they broke up until she met and got into a relationship with Junior, including a couple of NBA players, including Future. So it wasn't.
Wait,
This is
how serious is this relationship with her and Jay Prince Jr.? Like, is she one of like Jay Prince Jr.'s hoes, or they live together? They're in like a full blown like relationship.
from what I understand in a full blown relationship. I think they live together. I'm not certain.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. So long story short, people are under the misimpression that it was a fresh situation where they just broke up last year or 2 years ago. That's not the case. The case is that they've been broke up for years. She didn't leave him. He broke it off with her because she wasn't progressive minded enough. One, she didn't want anything. Number two, the biggest part about it all is that he's a good father. So any suggestions that he wasn't taking care of his kid, or that he wasn't loving, or wasn't a thoughtful parent, none of that is true. That's all misinformation
So how
being
did the beef
circulated.
start? So why did Jay Prince Jr. just all of a sudden got with this girl and then started to not like All Star Jr.?
So like I said earlier, is that it didn't go from JR, All Star JR, to Junior. It was 4 or 5 other people between there that she was dating before she even met Junior. So what happened was JR, he's the kind of person that he wanted to maintain a relationship with his baby mama. They both had a really good co-parenting situation by any stretch of the imagination. So when she dated somebody, he didn't care. He just wanted to meet the guy if she was going to be having a guy around his child. And so everybody that she had been kicking it with from the time they broke up all the way up to Junior, he knew him. It was no problem, no issues, no arguing, no none of that kind of no weird at all. The weird came in play because of Jay Prince Jr. Jay Prince Jr. was the one who was uncomfortable with All Star JR. He was the one who was trying to be controlling. He was the one trying to be a dictator in a relationship. So what happened was is that they had run-ins going back 3 or 4 years ago. The latest run-in they had prior to this was at the Empire Grammy party out in California when he was out there, and JR had to smash down on him about running his mouth, trying to troll, and just doing a bunch of weirdo creep ass. Junior is the one who had a complex and was upset with All Star JR. It wasn't the other way
What happened at
around.
the party?
He had to check him for running his mouth because All Star JR was a part of the Empire family, so he was at the Grammy party.
Wait, so when he checked him, now Jay Prince Jr. like walks around as the boogeyman. When All Star Jr. All Star Jr. When All Star Jr. checked him at the Empire party, what did Jay Prince Jr. do?
Nothing. See, Jay Prince Jr. in the face of a real man, He always backs down. His reputation is not a reputation where he confronts it. He's not a Suge Knight. He's not his father. He's a whimpering coward little, to tell you the absolute truth. And without his father, who is he? Ask yourself. I want the general public to ask themselves, without riding the coattails of his father, without having been grandfathered into the rap a lot / mob ties family, what has he built on his own? It wasn't him that found Drake. That was his other son that
Josh
found Drake.
Prince. Yeah,
So
Josh
what is his
Prince.
claim to fame? His claim to fame is leaving a trail of destruction and disgruntled employees in his wake. Whenever he leaves something, he destroys it. You don't know anything that has blossomed under
Yeah, of
Jay Prince
course.
Jr.'s sons.
Yo, was the encounter that night by chance, or do you feel like the encounter that took place with Jay Prince Jr. and All Star JR that night, was that encounter something that was like, for example, because like there's, and there's rumors that All Star JR knew they were going to be there and he pulled up, or that Jay Prince Jr. knew All Star JR was going to be there and he pulled up, or was the encounter just strictly by chance they just ended up in the same building?
It was OG3 who is the manager of all things NBA.
Yeah.
Right? It was his birthday celebration and him and his family are there. What people they were there. So All Star JR didn't know they was gonna be there. You know what I'm saying? They were in his section having a party with his family and friends, as far as OG3, and the whole NBA squad was there. JR came in after them, and then after that, that's when Junior came in. Junior walked past and he saw JR there, and Junior went to the whole NBA camp and told the NBA camp that 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 he had an issue with JR, and JR was over there. That's why they went over there.
Hold
They had
on.
already
So Jay Prince Jr.
he alerted.
entered in after
Yes.
All Star JR was already there. He walked in.
OG3 and his party was already there. It was his birthday celebration. They
Yeah.
were already there. JR came in afterwards and sat down, and then Junior came in last. Junior walked past JR and he went to the OG3 section where they were having the party.
Mm. And when he told him to go over, did the Youngboy crew just went over to All Star JR and automatically started attacking him, or was there words beforehand?
No, they walked over to him and they started confronting him immediately.
And do you feel like All Star JR, like, if he would have like copped it, forwarded, that they would have left him alone, or do you felt like they already went over there looking to attack him?
I don't know, and I don't
Yeah.
want to presuppose. I don't want to guess what they would have done.
Yeah.
But I know he stood up and he stood his ground.
Yeah.
And,
How did he grab the gun? Yeah, listen, man, that's the real question. How the hell did he get that gun, man?
when they were attacking him,
Yeah.
the gun fell out of Ben10's waist and hit the ground. If you go back and watch the video, you can see Junior pointing at the ground, and he was telling them, "Get the gun, get the gun, get the gun." Go back and slow the video down, and you can see Junior, right? When he turns back to the camera, you can see him pointing. He
Yeah.
wasn't pointing at JR, he was pointing at the pistol on the ground. He was telling them, "Get the gun, get the gun."
So how did All Star JR? Okay. So how is he able to evade them and still get the gun? Because if the gun is on the ground and they are swarming him, what type of football move did he do to get them off him and still grab the gun?
So listen, this is like when you from the hood, Flacco. This is what you know. When it comes to jumping somebody, bum rushing somebody, right? Right? It looked bad from the video. It looked like they was landing haymakers. But and if you know anything about hood fights, bro, when it comes to jumping somebody, when you have 4, 5, 6 people jumping on one person and they're in close proximity, they really hitting each other trying to hit him.
Yeah, of
So
course.
all the blows that people thought they were landing on JR, they were hitting each other trying to get him. So it was like the Keystone Cops. It was like an overall Three Stooges situation. And so when the gun hit the floor, JR seen it and grabbed it. And he did what he had to do after that.
Man. Now, okay, so when he grabbed the gun, now I heard OG3 and others ran, right?
No,
So
OG3 mama pulled him away from it. If you go back and look at the video,
yeah,
that was his mama pulling him away from the situation. His mother had the
wow,
presence of mind to look, look, you manage the hottest rapper in the world right now.
yeah,
You are the manager of NBA YoungBoy, but you also run the whole NBA empire.
yeah,
It's your birthday. What the are you doing? Right?
facts.
And I'm sure she knew that this wasn't their situation, because if it was an NBA situation, they would have handled that as soon as they saw All Star JR.
Yeah,
They knew he was there. They didn't do anything because they didn't have an issue with him. There was no pressure with him. The pressure came from them trying to ride with Jay Prince Jr. That's where the pressure came from.
that's crazy. Okay, so I guess the question is, how far was Jay Prince Jr. away? Because we're saying All-Star JR, you grabbed the gun and you hit Ron and you hit NBA Ben 10. Why you ain't hit Jay Prince Jr.?
Jay Prince Jr. got the on. OG, when them shots rung out,
Yeah.
them shots, listen, OG3, he left them boys. You
Yeah,
see, this is a story y'all ain't get. When,
yeah,
when the shots rung out, OG3 got the on and left all of them in there.
yeah,
He left them. So the whole thing, and Jay Prince Jr. got the on too. When them shots rung out,
yeah.
he was working like
Really? He was
that
like
knee was that knee
out of
was
him?
working. That knee was working. All that old knee ain't working. His knee
Oh
was
yeah.
working.
Oh my God.
He got the
Yo,
fuck out there.
yeah. Well, like it's crazy too though, because I seen a photo of Ben 10 on the ground, and it don't appear that none of his homies were around him. Like
They left. They do what
wow.
coward ass big ass when the advantage flips, they run.
Yo, is it true that Jay Prince Jr. Because I listened to the song, and All Star JR says that Jay Prince Jr. I think left his Rolls Royce.
Got the on.
man,
They got
man,
the
look, like he could have hopped in the Rolls Royce at least, right?
They got the fuck on. They got the on. And I'm gonna let you finish asking your questions, man.
Yeah,
But I want to say something to the city of Houston, and I want to also address the city of Baton Rouge after you get through,
yeah.
answering whatever questions you have of me.
Man, okay, so there's been a lot of rumors surrounding NBA Ben 10. I feel like this is my last question for you is, what's the status of NBA Ben 10? Because a lot of people is saying a lot of things.
NBA Ben 10 is in the hospital. He has been formally arrested, except he's been in and out of consciousness. NBA Ben 10 is under police watch and police supervision now. He will be charged with, at the very least, aggravated assault because it was a weapon. It was his weapon, right? They have fingerprints. They have DNA. His fingerprints and his DNA are on the weapon. He will be charged with some form of assault, whether it's simple or aggravated. But I'm thinking aggravated because of the nature he had a firearm, and and attempted robbery with a firearm. So he is paralyzed from the neck down.
Wow.
He has feeding tubes and he has tubes helping him breathe.
What?
Yeah. So anybody tell you anything different, lying.
Yo, the family, like, talking about, well, I'll be real, it's people who claim they're the family, there's no confirmation they are the family, actually.
Yeah.
Right? Right? I'm talking about, he's walking and talking, bro.
And listen, if he was walking, hey Flacco, if he was walking and talking, based on how many times he got hit, based on what he went through, and based on who he is and who he's connected to, because now he's not just connected to Young Boy, he's connected to the whole Mob Tie situation. If he was up walking and talking, if he took those bullets like a champ, they would be posting pictures, bro.
That's
Where the
true.
pictures at? They would be
true.
posting pictures. Think about it.
Yeah, that's true. Wait, so like when you say he's on like feeding tube and tubes to breathe, oh, is that why in All Star JR says unplug that?
Yeah, because he died twice. They were trying to save him. He died twice.
That's crazy. Yo, if I hear, do All Star JR have any type of real animosity for NBA Ben 10, or do he like just recognize Ben 10 was sent on a little dummy mission? He ain't trying to shoot me. They did try to jump me and snatch my chain, but it's not really no real hostility there because, like NBA Ben 10 took like filming, and took I guess like the worst of it, right?
So listen, once you get to a conflict with somebody like that, and you have people trying to kind of inflict major damage and harm on you, you see chairs flying, you see eight, nine people trying to jump in. You see the second in command of the NBA squad, which is OG3, trying to jump into it too, trying to jump into the melee as well. His mother having to pull him back, trying to think for him. Imagine your mama having to think for you, and you're a millionaire, and you manage the biggest rapper, the most popular rapper in the world. So in terms of animosity, JR don't know. He doesn't know. He didn't know Ben10. He didn't know Dead End Ron. He don't know them. He ain't have no issue with them. Their issue was them. So if you ask me if he feels if he has any feelings of remorse, I don't think he does. I've been knowing JR a long time. I don't think he does. How can you have feelings of remorse for somebody who tried to attack you for no reason whatsoever? Somebody that you didn't have an issue with, you had no problem with. There's no history of conflict between you and that person. So he recognized it he immediately recognized that they were on a mission from somebody else. So if you're asking me, does he have any remorse or does he have any ill feelings towards them? I mean, listen, just because we didn't have any previous issue don't mean that. I mean, I'm looking at what happened. He's just solely looking at what happened. What happened was the guys tried to attack him, obviously on the behalf of somebody else.
Yeah. Yeah, facts, right?
It could have been anybody. He was going to respond like that to anybody. It could have been anybody.
Yeah, because like I'll be real though, like if I'm All-Star JR and I'm in that situation, I'm not really holding nothing too personal. Now again, I'm gonna still diss him, right? But I'm not really holding nothing too personal, right? Because you didn't really do nothing to me, right? Outside of like, you feel me? Like outside of jumping me, but my real issue would be with, like Jay Prince Jr.
If they could have got down, they would have gotten down, bro.
Yeah, facts,
Right?
of course.
And so when you have people talking about, oh, he's bragging, he's trolling, like I tell academics, you can't be a troll if you're personally involved with the situation. A troll is kind of like somebody like a 6ix9ine who sees somebody else going through something and they talk about it and gossip about it and just make fun of it. You can't be a troll if you're talking about something that you actually went through, something that you actually experienced. You talking about it is just you talking about it. Now, on the flip side of that, if they would have got down on him, if they would have hung him by his legs like Big Red from Five Heartbeats, if they would have hung him over the balcony, they would have took pictures of it and they would have trolled him. They would have talked about it.
Of
so
course.
people can expect for him, well, why is he trolling about it? That's dangerous. No, what he went through was dangerous.
Is he prepared for it? Now, here's a question, right? Because we know Dogface like you a gangster. But is All-Star JR prepared for the consequences? Because we looking at the Jay Prince and the Mob Ties family because remember when I think it was Almighty Jay who got jumped and stabbed up in New York.
Mm-hmm.
The first person and he called was Jay Prince Jr. to handle it, and Jay Prince Jr. is from Houston. So Mob Ties is apparently connected with every community on Earth, they claim. Every inner city where black folks at, they claim they got some type of representation there. So that meaning if they're true to their word, that meaning they got Mob Ties in Detroit as well. So is All-Star JR, is he somebody based on how you know him, is somebody who is prepared and ready to handle whatever situation and candle he got to handle, especially with the amount of, I guess, taunting he's doing right now?
He absolutely is. And he's not by himself. I'm not going to name names because that's nobody's business.
Yeah.
But Detroit is genuinely a city, even if we have issues with each other, it's gonna be hard for you to track down somebody. First of all, nothing's gonna happen to him in Detroit. Period. Simple as that.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who we catch trying to aid and assist somebody who's from Baton Rouge, or from Texas, anybody who we catch in Detroit, because there's a bunch of people who are Mob Tie affiliates in Detroit, right? Anybody who we catch and we find out trying to aid and assist them, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm putting their ass on the floor. I'm gonna let the whole world know. That's number one. Number two, let me back up for a second. Why would Jay Prince see? Because the ultimate instructions and the ultimate challenge lies not at the feet of Jay Prince Jr. The ultimate instruction or the ultimate decision-making power comes from Senior. Let me ask you a question. What did All-Star JR do to anybody in Mob Ties or Rap-A-Lot?
Nothing.
So if you think about it, why would Jay Prince Sr., the one who runs the show, why would he have a problem? And you know that he's a thinking man. He's a wise man. You know that he's thinking, hey, listen, y'all bust y'all move. It didn't work. And so now this guy is going to do whatever he has to do, or he can do whatever he wants to do. He can say whatever he wants to say because he's not in the wrong here. So when you think about injury inflicted, actual physical harm, no Mob Tie member, no Rap-A-Lot affiliate got touched. They didn't get
That's true.
shot. They didn't get scratched. So what would Jay Prince Sr. have an issue with All-Star JR about?
That's true. But are you saying that Jay Prince Jr. don't got no authority to call no hits?
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm not even saying I'm not saying or acknowledging that he's ever called a hit.
Yeah, no,
I'm
no, no,
not.
no, 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 no.
Yeah, yeah,
No, no,
yeah.
no, 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 no. True.
What would it be for?
The man, all of my.
What I'm saying, what I'm gonna say, you mean Junior?
Yeah.
Boy, Junior gonna get his ass spanked, boy. You hear me? Junior, haven't you already caused your family enough headache? Haven't you already caused your family enough turmoil? Haven't you already put your family in ridiculous positions and situations over the course of the last 5, 6 years? Haven't you done the worst you could possibly do to stain the reputation and the legacy of your father?
That's true.
One of the main reasons why people are questioning or trying to challenge the Prince family is because of all the mistakes that Junior has made since he was put in charge.
Yeah.
Is mistake after mistake after mistake, and they were preventable mistakes as well.
That's true. Takeoff.
So yeah, so why would Senior be mad?
That's true.
Y'all tried to jump him, y'all tried to roll on him, clumsy ass, goofy ass, out the pistol,
Yeah.
and let him get the pistol, and he did what he was supposed to do.
Yeah, correct.
I'm
Now,
sure.
Dollface.
Yeah.
Look though. So now, you're like, I'm saying this, man. You're like you're like a street diplomat, meaning you're somebody who's so well connected. You're able to breach peace deals with a lot of people. Are you able to breach a peace deal between All-Star JR and 4K Trey and NBA Youngboy crew? Because here's my thing, okay? If All-Star JR is taunting NBA Ben10 the way he's taunting him, hey man, it don't look like Youngboy and them might like that too much. And we know for sure, Youngboy and them is grave diggers. Like, we have way too many examples of them boys grave digging. So, do you think you'll be able to get them off of All-Star JR?
Let me switch that question around.
Yeah.
Because the way you pose the question is I think because of who Youngboy is,
Yeah.
and because of how much money and influence he has, I think that the entire country is looking at it like he has the advantage. But let me tell you something about advantage. They also thought they had the advantage in confessions that night.
Yeah.
They outmanned him, they outgunned him, and they were the aggressors. So in that particular situation, they thought they had the advantage, so they pressed it. They pressed the advantage they thought they had. They came out on the losing end of the stick. Just because somebody has money doesn't mean they can win a war. We've seen many examples.